Yo, this is the Chef Talk Podcast hosted by your boy, Chef Kev. Today's episode, A Taste of Charlotte. We're going to be talking about food trends and the Asian food craze in Charlotte. But we got a special guest in the building, my guy, James, CLT food truck guy, Williams. He's going to be talking to you about his app, Where's the Food Truck, how to get signed up. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. Hey, what up? This is Chef Talk Podcast with your boy, Chef Kev. So check it out. I got my man here, the CLT food truck guy.
Yes.
And James, man, tell them exactly why you started chasing food trucks, eating on food trucks, and just, tell them a business, man. Like, because a lot of people want to get into food trucks, and I want you to give them the good and the bad and the ugly, but tell them a little bit about what you do in your business.
Primarily, first and foremost, the reason I started, as you said, chasing food trucks was I moved here from Miami, Florida.
Yeah.
And I was having a hard time finding a lot of the cultural foods I was looking for and just diversity in foods overall.
Yeah, Miami has great food.
Right. Miami has great food, and you can spin a globe, stop it with your finger, and find that kind of food almost any time of night. Yep. So I happened to be driving through South End one day and saw a bunch of people and a bunch of trucks, and literally pulled my car over to find out what was going on and just stood in the middle of it and realized all of these people are getting food from different types of trucks.
Yeah.
And there were different styles of food at each type of truck. There was a Mediterranean truck. There was a taco truck. There was a grilled cheese truck. There was a barbecue truck. There was a Spanish truck. And I was just like, whoa, where did all of this come from? And down in Miami at the time, there wasn't, food trucks weren't a big thing. So this was something new to me.
This was like, what, 3-4 years ago in a sense?
Maybe like 5.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, it was about 5 years ago.
14.
Yeah, around there.
Gotcha.
And, this was at the original Food Truck Fridays down in an area called South End.
Yeah.
And I literally just stood in the middle of it and realized how much business was happening on this little lot. Yeah. How many people were lined up at these trucks, and I just became fascinated with it. I'm the type of person, my mind is always on business.
Yeah.
So I was standing there and thinking to myself, that's a lot of money flowing through this little lot.
And I remember me and you talking about just doing some events, and we was working together. We did some with Steve Harvey.
Right.
And I remember, I don't know how it came up, but I just was like, yo, you need to just be the food truck guy. Like, you should just do it.
Yeah, and that's literally, I was just like, oh, wow, that's not a bad idea, because it was something I was interested in and doing.
Yeah, because you was knowledgeable,
anyway.
But more importantly, you knew how to build the trucks. You knew how to source what materials. And now guys are just creating food trucks without even understanding the business. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to bring you on, because a lot of people are literally looking for more resources. So tell people, where's the WTF? Where's the food truck? Tell them about what that means.
So WTF, Where's the Food Truck is a partnership I have with a guy named Nicholas Spindle.
Okay.
And he and I got together and we have an app. He was the developer, and I'm handling like marketing and getting it out there.
Yeah.
And it's an app to help find food trucks across the country.
Nice.
It's been in beta for about 10 months out in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I played with it a little bit, kind of find the geographical. It's almost like an Uber for food trucks in a sense.
That type of deal.
Yeah.
And we're growing it right now, and we're growing it.
How's the traction
nationwide.
so far?
The traction so far is good. Is good. So it's been live here in my city for going on 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
We got several trucks signed up and a couple hundred people.
Nice.
So, I'm trying to ramp up getting the trucks signed up so we can have some trucks on there for the people that are signing up for it. But it's going well. It's definitely going well.
So just in case you just tuning in, this is Chef Talk with your boy, Chef Kev. We got James, the CLT food truck guy. Hopefully I can try to get him back to do like a co-hosting thing with me, and we just going to talk about all things food. But I want to talk about the topic that we're going to talk about today, which is the taste of Charlotte. So the taste of Charlotte, you're probably wondering, what does that mean? For me, I wanted to find ways to highlight different chefs, different people in the food industry, and also educate the people on what the trends are that we have in the industry. What are some of the dope events? What are some of the newest restaurants opening? And then just how can you learn more about getting involved with this huge food craze that Charlotte's a part of right now? Like, tell me about some of your favorite parts right now in terms of Taste of Charlotte like in terms of new restaurants, dope spots opening up? And I got like a nice list as well. So.
Oh wow. So first things first, there's a lot of cultural foods coming.
Yeah.
Particularly Asian foods. There's been a bit of an Asian explosion.
Yeah,
here
like
in
a
Charlotte.
fusion in a sense.
Yeah, a lot of fusion restaurants, Pan-Asian restaurants, that type of stuff.
Just
but a lot
in case you don't know what
authentic
fusion is, explain to them what fusion is. I have my own version, but I want them to hear from you because
fusion is just kind of where you combine two different styles or multiple styles, so that
like
it's not,
Southern Korean.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of that type of stuff, like barbecue in Korean, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so one of the dopest spots I was gonna highlight, I think you're very familiar with it, Hawkers.
Oh yeah, Hawkers Asian Street Fair. I'm quite familiar with. It's been an explosion since they opened. It's the company's 6th location, and it is by far their highest volume location that they have.
And that's
so
the
far.
only one they have in Charlotte currently, right?
It's the only one they have outside of Florida. Period.
Oh wow. Okay.
Well, I take that back. They just opened one in Atlanta, Georgia, about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
And the cool thing I've learned about Hawkers is the dishes are priced at around $9.50 or less.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
it's somewhat of like a tapas style.
Yeah, they don't like the term tapas because that,
okay.
that directly relates to like Spanish restaurant.
True.
So they just call it small plates.
No, okay.
Yeah.
And I heard they're really known for their chicken and dumplings, the Singapore chili crab, and the amazing cocktails. Like, man, I definitely need to go to the spot. I've been hearing about it. The aesthetics look dope. The porch, the setup, the chairs. I mean, it just has this dope flair to it.
Yeah, visually, it is very reminiscent of the streets of Southeast Asia. If you go to the hawker stalls in Southeast Asia, you'll see a lot of the neon lights, the newspapers on the walls, and all of those types of things that you see in the restaurant that everyone thinks we just did it for decoration.
Right. It actually has a meaning behind it.
Yes.
Got you. All right, so talk about some of the other spots. Like I have a list. I'm gonna go through a list of my top 5 right now. So we got there's a spot by the name of Pepper Vine. It's an American restaurant. It's kind of have like a elk artisanal restaurant. It's opening in South Park. It just opened in March. What do you think about that spot? Because I know they have a lot of shareable dishes, small plates.
So we're talking about trends. That seems to be one of the big trends is small plates.
Gotcha.
One of the advantages to small plates is you literally get to take a journey across what the restaurant has to offer. You get to try different things, and it's a lot more shareable. You can go with a group of friends and order up a series of dishes and really, truly get a feel for what that chef is offering in that restaurant.
Nice.
And Peppervine does a phenomenal job.
Yeah, they have like a Spanish octopus with like a dry-aged ribeye cap that's like $40. And I'm like, who does that? So, yeah, that's dope. So my other one is Hawkers, Asian street food. We also got Barcelona Wine Bar. Talk to me about Barcelona Wine Bar. What has been your experience so far?
Okay, so Barcelona Wine Bar is one of, if not the most authentic Spanish food you can find in Charlotte.
Nice.
There's a couple other places that are okay, but Barcelona in particular, they just have the style, the atmosphere, the drinks.
They got a cheese situation going on over there too with the charcuterie.
That's a huge part of Spanish culture. Is cheese and meats.
Yeah.
So they had to get that part right, or they didn't deserve to open, and they nailed it.
Yeah, and they had like 27 plates you can choose from. So and the price is very, very good. Like they have the lamb skewers at like $12.50.
Yeah.
Spiced meatballs and
the albóndigas. Those are fantastic.
Yes, we definitely gonna have to get some of the guys in and get some of those food. So my next one is the Yoke. It's like a nice uptown beloved spot that everybody in uptown is falling in love with. Chef Greg Collier is leading over there.
Yeah, the man.
Yeah, Greg is really popping. And actually they're opening. They actually opened this one inside of 7th Street Public Market.
Yeah,
which honestly a lot of people still don't know that the 7th Street Public Market is like the hottest spot in uptown in terms of just wanting to try a lot of different things.
Right.
Great wines, great champagne. I mean, local things that are like things you can't really access.
Yeah, great pizza, great cheese, great coffee.
Yes.
Great sushi. You got all kinds of stuff in there.
Organic shakes. And it's a great and actually the owners is a husband and wife team, Greg and Sabrina. And right now they're killing it with their shrimp and grits and the waffles, and They have like a two egg cheddar grit toast when it comes on top of the oh yeah, we have to.
I'm a big fan of their a lot of their food. I've actually been a fan of theirs since they had their first brick and mortar down in Rock Hill.
Nice. So my number 4 is actually a spot you put me on, the Maple Street Biscuit. Oh my God! Listen, if you guys haven't had this, hey, we got some people on Facebook. What's up? So if you haven't had this, I mean, tell them about the delicacy that you get with the biscuits and the chicken and the. I mean, dude, it's phenomenal.
It really, really is. So
like, I probably went 3 times after you told me that day.
Yeah, I remember I put up that post and you were all over it. So they just have a different twist on breakfast foods. Everything's made fresh to order. They do biscuits from scratch. Like you can literally watch them sit there and mold the biscuits, stick them in the oven while you're waiting on your food and your biscuit comes out.
It's like a whole wood palette of just flour and dough, and it's amazing.
So they're doing it right there on the spot, and they have a lot of cool like jellies and butters and those types of things and gravies that you can get added to stuff. Their chicken and waffles is phenomenal. Their waffles actually have like bacon in the waffles.
Oh yeah.
And you know, it's delicious stuff going on there. It's kind of ridiculous.
Talking about food just make you hungry, man. And I just like, shameless plug, I have to like kind of bring some of my favorite, most sought after like recipe of Dusse cookies. These Dusse chocolate chip cookies are the best, like in terms of consistency. And I just wanted you to try one so you can tell the people how good it is.
Can I try one now?
Yeah, you can try one right now. I'm gonna let the Facebook folks see. All right. Let's see how I try.
We had a Dusse chocolate chip cookie. Trying this for the first time. I've been waiting on my Dusse chocolate chip cookies. Oh my God. Okay, so the texture, like you said, is perfect. The consistency is perfect. It's kind of the perfect chocolate chip cookie. You know, some cookies are too dense or too thin. It's perfect, and the flavor is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's the butter.
There's an undertone to it.
Yeah, that is the rum and the Dusse being cooked out with the vanilla extract.
Ah.
Yeah, like it's actually vanilla bean inside of the mix. So when I do the vanilla bean, I just rip it right off of the bean, and it goes.
Oh, so it's like for real vanilla bean.
Yeah. It's no fake stuff.
That makes a difference right there. That's what it is.
And then everything is room temperature before I bake it. So if you bakers are out there baking and you're not putting your stuff at room temperature, you dropping the ball. So I just had to drop that. If you was here, you can enjoy it, but you're not. So number 5 for me, my top 5 spot. I ain't gonna drop the name, but we go to this spot a lot, and this is the best pizza in the city, I think. Capiche.
Okay, so I have not made it to Capiche yet.
Listen, so I'll explain Capiche. Like, first of all, it says like, okay, the way they cook it on their wood brick stone, the pizza cooks somewhere around like 90 to 120 seconds in the oven. And their most popular dishes is their ragatini and their chicken pasta and margarita pizza. Hands down, the margarita pizza is the best.
Okay, so it's like a Napoleon style, Napoli style pizza?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
But the crust is so, like, it's literally like, you know how it just crunches up on the edge?
Yes.
But the inside is real airy. It's not really heavy. Like, we can eat a whole pizza and we still hungry. Like, it's like we're not full.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? But
doesn't leave you with that heavy bloated feeling like most pizza. Okay.
The thin crust on a pizza is what I love about it. They opened back in 2018 in Dilworth, right close to Uptown.
Now, do you know what gives the pizza the crust that kind of texture?
Yeah, that comes from the process of how they make the dough. Because of the focaccia dough, the way it's sit out and the way they are allowed it to like proof and expand. So then when they actually stretch it, it's stretched hand tossed. So the inside of the dough is very, very thin. So then the outside is real thick. So when you bite into it, it's crunchy, but it's like, yeah, it's butter. It's hard to talk about all this food without food here, man. And that's where you get a blooper. So yeah, sorry about that, Facebook. I hit the table so hard because I was so hungry. I am so sorry. But no, listen. So check this out. I got to make sure I do another check-in. If you are just tuning in, this is Chef Talk Podcast, episode 1. We talking about the taste of Charlotte. I got my man, the CLT food truck guy, or the food truck guy, or James, a.k.a. the food truck guy. Williams is in the building. Miami Rays, Dade County.
Absolutely.
So let's talk more about the different types of food industries in the city. So myself, I'm a personal chef.
Right.
I focus on private clients, private dinners. I only try to deal with that particular lane. I've walked into the lane of catering every now and then. Then you have restaurants. Talk about the more about what people are doing in the food truck industry in Charlotte, and like what are some of the next things to look for that we can kind of.
Well, one of the big things that food trucks do is catering.
Gotcha.
So there's a lot of catering and private events that food trucks do, and it's very conducive to the industry because they're mobile. They literally have a commercial kitchen on wheels.
It's like a Renegade.
Exactly. So they're able to set up almost anywhere.
Yeah.
And serve and do their thing, and it works out well. But a lot of the food truck chefs are also stepping off the truck and doing really cool events around the city also.
Yeah, because it gives you an opportunity to have a like you said, you're mobile, but you're able to kind of interact with the guests.
Right.
Whereas as a chef, if you're working in a restaurant, this is just something I've known in the past. Most chefs are just cooks. They don't promote. Their personality is solely on being a perfectionist on the plate.
Right.
When they get out of the kitchen, not a lot of them are able to interact and work with the guests and talk to the guests and engage. So I love the fact that food trucks allows these guys to just kind of show that different side of their personality instead of having that stigma of all chefs are snobs. You know what I mean? That's kind of the biggest stigma that we've heard. So let me look at some of the ones that I had on my list for food trucks. You tell me if this list has changed.
Okay.
Now, right now, I think at 2015, it was somewhere around 58 food trucks.
Right.
I don't know what that number is today.
You want the truth?
What's the truth?
No one believes me when I tell them this, but here in the city of Charlotte, there's almost 200 food trucks.
See, that's insane. That is insane.
It's absolutely insane.
I've narrowed it down to like my top 20. And my number one food truck, and it's not really a food truck because they focus on healthy fruits and acai. Yeah. So the biggest thing that I've learned is, sorry about that. We'll edit this great. Facebook, what's up? What's up? We're going to give y'all a chance. So if you're on Facebook right now, we're going to give you a chance to come on, and I'm going to bring you on the camera. I don't know how it's going to sound. Maybe that's a bad idea. I spoke too soon. I'm going to let you ask questions about what you want to ask questions about when it comes to food. See, we got Angel Freeman on. She's a baker. Miss Jerry, she's a great foodie. Yeah. Back to what I was talking about. 1, 2, 3. Okay, boom. All right, so one of my favorite food trucks is Rico's Acai.
Yeah.
Dude, that is one of the, to me, in terms of healthy, you can get a bowl there. And it's like filling, it's not too heavy, but the level of health that you get with the acai, which is from Brazil, it's a fruit that is pureed. Yeah, it's a super fruit.
Yeah.
When you hear people say super fruit, they don't mean that they put it in the freezer and now your banana's a super fruit. No, it's a super fruit, and it comes in dry ice from Brazil because I know the owner, and they bring it every single week, and it's fresh. Everything is cut to order. That's one of my favorites. What is some of your favorite food trucks right now?
Oh, wow.
I have a list of 20. So I got What the Fries, Haya.
Definitely What the Fries.
Dumpling Lady.
What the Fries, to me, is one of the coolest, dopest, most creative food trucks.
Tell them about What the Fries, man, because that's a lot of people aren't able to catch them because their lines are very long.
I experienced that today. I was at their line today.
Because I've had one thing on their food truck, and I think it was the sautéed steak and shrimp.
Steak and shrimp hibachi fries.
Yes.
Yes.
Man, with bok choy, carrots, and a homemade yum yum sauce.
Yes.
Oh, my God. If you don't know what yum yum sauce is, you got to look it up.
They've actually bottled their yum yum sauce.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't know when it's going to be available, but But no,
Yeah, man. So we got it. So one of the things I want to start doing is actually getting some of the food truck chefs, the owners, to come in on the show, talk about their food, bring their dish, highlight their dish, and really just give them a platform to really, promote their brand and, get them off the truck for a minute.
sounds like fun to me.
So yeah, so get ready to eat.
So yeah,
talk about some of the other trucks that you have in mind.
Wow, Yummy Banh Mi is a fantastic truck.
It's a Vietnamese street food.
Exactly, Vietnamese street food, and their banh mi sandwich is phenomenal. But their bowls, they do these Vietnamese bowls.
Tell the people what banh mi means. Tell them what that is.
Oh wow, banh mi it's basically a sandwich on a crusty bun with you can do it with pork or chicken, pickled vegetables, and it's just a delicious Vietnamese sandwich.
And that's why it's street food, because the way they put it in a baguette, they've got the lemongrass beef, they got this lemongrass chicken, they got yummy tofu with mayonnaise and aioli sauce and for the vegans, and
Yeah.
that's a whole nother conversation about the vegans. I'm not gonna kill y'all today, but go ahead.
So yeah, they're just a good truck. Another kind of a newcomer to the scene is a truck called the Gogi truck.
Okay.
And it's another Korean food truck.
Oh wow.
And yeah, and they
so Korean is becoming a thing.
I told there's an Asian movement.
Yeah, it's like everybody is putting it together with like a totally different cuisine. So that's like, that's the new craze.
Gogi truck does wraps and quesadillas and bowls, and you pick your protein, pick your rice, and they put it together for you in either quesadilla, a wrap, or a bowl. Oh, wow. And it's really, really good. Like, and he's focused on hiring veterans.
Oh, nice.
Like the owner of the truck, he's all about supporting the veteran community, and even if they don't have the necessary skills to work on the truck, he'll bring them on and teach them everything they need to know. Like solid food truck.
All right, just in case you're just tuning in, this is the Chef Talk Podcast, episode 1, The Taste of Charlotte. Once again, I wanted to make sure you guys knew who we had in the studio today. Got my man, CLT food truck guy, James Williams. We've been talking about the top 20 food trucks, some of the top 10 restaurants to visit in Charlotte. The Asian food is taking over entire Charlotte. It's like the new trend. And then most importantly, how you can get connected with more food trucks. And that's where we're going to bring you in to talk about Where's the Food Truck, WTF, which is an app. Tell them how they can get to it and how we can kind of get more users on you.
You can get to it multiple ways. You can go to WTFWhere'sTheFoodTruck.com, or you can go to our Instagram, which is WTF Where's the Food Truck, at WTF Where's the Food Truck. Well, that's our social media for everything.
And what's your social media again?
My social media is Food Truck Guy CLT.
Sorry to point
on
at you.
Everything. It's quite all right.
That was a strong point.
So yeah, definitely go download the app. And trucks, if you have not signed up yet, I know I have a lot of trucks in the queue right now that are signing up. If you have not signed up, hit me up at Food Truck Guy CLT, and I will definitely get your profile created for you and get that going for you right away. Awesome
sauce. Before we go into talking about exactly what it is that I do, I just want to run down the list of my top 20 food trucks. New Rap Order.
Yes.
Rico's Acai. 10 Kitchen. What the Fries. Haya Food Truck. Bamai. Hummy Yummy Yummy. The Dumpling Lady. Boone's Barbecue. Blue Barn Bistro. Abai Time. Zabro Food Truck. Zaroom Food Truck. Papa Queso. Fresh Med. Wingza. Lobster Dog. True Crafted Pizza. 2 Chicks in a Truck. Cousin's Maine Lobster. And Wentworth and Finn. Those are my top 20. You can listen to this podcast anytime, but I want to make sure I give myself a little bit of a promo, shameless plug. If you need any private events, graduations, bar mitzvahs, baby blessings, baby whoopings, anything you need, I will come and cook for it. You can go to my Instagram at Chef Kev, the number 4, real, or www.chefkevwinston.com. My Facebook is Chef Kevin Winston. So any event that you're looking for, a private meal prep, I could pretty much handle that. If you're doing a wedding, I'm not the one. call James.
I got you covered. I got you.
But once again, you know what? This is Chef Talk Podcast. And if you want to try some of these amazing Dusse cookies that James just told you about, you can hit up my DM or you can go to my website and I can sell these 2 for $5. And I don't never do that. They usually are sold by the dozen, but you can get them 2 for $5 in packages. I promise it's not a drug deal. This is just cookies. I'll bring them to you in the package. If you want them delivered or if you want to pick them up, reach out to me. I'll come to you. Once again, this is the Chef Talk Podcast. James, man, appreciate you coming in.
Absolutely. Anytime.
Taste of Charlotte. Thank you, guys. We out.
Peace.